All right, so thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for coming to our 27th conference. Thank you, everybody who did a lot of work. James, you in particular. Thank you for those of you that came to the trainings. Jojo, you took real advantage of that. I appreciated that. Um, and just thanks. It was a pretty easy show in terms of technology issues. There's always one person, and this time it was unfortunately Mac, who's a good guy, but he had a technical issue, and we have a feeling it's just an older Mac computer that he's using, not a play on names, but just a guess. And we had a fix, but he stopped trying, so that happens. But we didn't have some of the headaches that we've had in the past. Um, Traffic's always the key. We need more traffic. I can share with you some numbers if you're interested. Um, Give me one second. They're interesting. Jeannie, you're letting them in, right? So I'm going to
Yes, sir.
share screens. No, you're not. There she is. I got it. All right. So I'm going to share screens and just show you some of the data. So we had, let me get the Zoom stuff out of the way. A number of zones visited. That means booth, about 500. We had about 125, 150 visitors. Now, those are people coming and going at the same time. But you can see the data here, right? So it's going in the right direction. It's strong, but we can do better and we need to do better for the next show. The next show is December 4th. James is going to put the link in the chat to register. I'd like you all to register now so that we have that and we can be up and running. Um, and historically, December is a great show. It's always our best show, even when we were live. Um, so let's do that. So, what I'd love to hear about are the connections that you made because even though we were steady all day without a doubt, except for the last half hour, which is every show, right? But tell me about your experience in your presentation rooms and the most interesting person you met. So, Jeannie, you're the first one in, so we'll start with you.
So hello everyone. My name is Jeannie Asante, and my company is BABS, Big Apple Benefits and Savings. And I'm what they call a solopreneur, right? I've been into every trade show that Chris has done virtually. I've been to a few live, but every one of them that he's done virtually, and each one of them gets better and better. I do have to say that this time I didn't meet anyone new, but it was nice to connect with the people that were there, and we talked a little bit about me getting a VA, which is interesting, right? So I talked with Ken about that. So that was a little something that was new for me, and I think is going to make a difference. It's just a matter of me finding out what I can do with it. But I want to tell you, every single event, there has been someone that I met that made a difference in my life. And I think this time it's going to be Ken who's going to make a difference in my life by making it easier, right? And I think it'll be fun for Chris to, for when I say, "Where's Ken?" He's going to tell me that it wasn't his turn to watch him, right? Because my guy's name is Ken, so he thought I was looking for him. But in either case,
I
I
think I
think the
said
show was,
something along the lines of I thought he was on your leash, not
yeah,
mine.
he thought it was on my leash.
Right.
So, but I love reconnecting with people like Susan, letting people know about Susan and the Stars for Troops that she does, because I can't tell you how good that makes you feel just to give that out, right? But not for me, more for them. And I remember one in particular that I gave to this young man. He was probably around 75, and he was walking in the store and he didn't look very happy that day. And I handed him a star. And I said to him, "This is because we don't forget you, and we don't want to forget you. And I want to thank you for everything that you've done for us." And I walked away. A couple of aisles later, I saw his wife. The reason I know it was his wife because she was standing next to him. And she said to me, "Thank you so much for doing that. He was not having a good day. Now he's having a better day." And so it's just a matter of, how one little thing, one little piece of cloth could make such a difference. And if it wasn't for this shows, I wouldn't, or the things that Chris does, I would never have met Susan. I wouldn't have those pleasurable days. So I thank Susan for that, and most certainly thank Chris. So thank you so much.
All right. So I'm going to go out of order. Normally I do this in the order of the people that come in, but Vanessa, I know you have to leave early because I overheard you've got a soccer date or something along those lines. And I generally say, it's not like we have a conference full of soccer moms, but you can be the exception because you're such an exception to all the rules. Go ahead.
Oh, you're so sweet, Chris.
Tell
Thank you.
everyone what you do.
Yes, thank you so much. I am COO and part owner of Achieve Systems. We are a business growth organization, and we are so excited to be partnered with Chris. This is our second virtual conference in partnership with Chris. We have a beautiful, large community of entrepreneurs and business owners, and our goal is to build the largest community of entrepreneurs and business owners in the world. We support our business owners with resources, revenue stream opportunities, community events. We do a lot of different things. So if you would like to find out, I'm sure Phyllis will tell you a little more about that too. But Chris, I always appreciate your effort, and you are always showing up on our mastermind calls. You're always around. It's always good to see your face, and I hope that in the future we can get many more achievers here.
Thank you. And flex a little muscle. Let people know. How big is your community?
We're around 1,500 active members. We have more than that, but you know how it goes with membership programs.
Yep.
Although a lot of our a lot of the events and things that we do are live and in person. We're still very much old school when it comes to that. But we also have a lot of virtual resources and virtual events. So we are international. We have members all over the world. We are growing very large in Canada right now. That's where our focus is, but we have some members in Spain, in England, and also in Africa.
And heavy in Denver, of course, in Colorado.
And we are, yeah, heavy in Colorado because that's where my husband and I are based. So that's where a large amount of our community is here.
Very good. And Vanessa,
Yes.
how was the show for you? What was your experience?
Yes, of course. I popped in late, hence all the things going on. I had my good, faithful partner here, Phyllis, holding the fort for me. But the last hour since I've been there, I had a few really wonderful conversations. I enjoyed reconnecting with you, Heather. That was lovely. I didn't get to speak to Jojo, but I had a few really good conversations with that. I spoke to David Parrish. Yeah, made some really good connections. I love also that I get to reconnect with, this is only my second one, but I did reconnect with some of the booth owners there or business owners there. So that was lovely too.
That's all part of the secret handshake, right? Thank you so much. Heather,
Thank you,
let's
Chris.
go to you.
All right. Hello, everybody. I haven't met some of you. It's pretty exciting. That's one cool thing about the On the Bus conferences and weekly meetings is that it's not always the same people. So you really get to grow your network. Yeah, I don't know how many of these I've been to. It's been a while, hasn't it? And I just think the technology is very cool. I like that we get our little booth. I like that we have all that signage so somebody can just come right in and see. I think it's also cool that we can access this venue outside of these times getting together. I met a couple of new people today, but I also had really good deep conversations with a couple of other people who I know. And that's the thing. It's like it's nice. You can come back and like see your friends and get caught up. And Ken's not here now, but he's gonna get another hire from me. Just because we bumped in. I've been meaning to get in touch with him, and there he just crossed my path, and there it is. So for that, it's great.
Hey, don't forget to tell us what you do.
Oh yeah, hey, I'm a book publisher. So I help people with the book writing process. I do writing coaching. I also do publish books under my imprint. I help people with self-publishing if that works better for them. My goal is to have more understanding and communication between people and for people to know themselves better after they have read one of the Inner Peace Press books. So if you're interested in finding out more, let's do a one-to-one or check out innerpeacepress.com and see if maybe you'll find your soul story that connects to you there. Thank you, Heather Felty, Inner Peace Press, bringing soul stories to life.
Just so you guys know, my life's work is this book, and I'm very proud of this book. And if it wasn't for Heather, I wouldn't feel the way I do about it. And it's now being used in book clubs, which is interesting. And I get to, so there
Wow.
are business networking groups that are using the book for their book club, and then I get to come in and be the guru of sorts, which is an uncomfortable new territory for me. But Heather gets all the credit in the world because if it wasn't for Heather, I wouldn't feel the way I do about the book and we wouldn't have the success we're having. And just a shameless plug, it's on our show special price right now at 99 cents on Kindle. So you have no excuse not to get it. If you have Kindle, go get it, please. Jojo, you're up.
Yeah, I want to share something with you that you probably don't know is that 4 years ago, when I came to my first trade show, it was September 28, 2022, I met Jackie Gurney. And Jackie Gurney hired me on the spot. She says, I want to work with you. She really didn't know anything about me, but she just hired me. And we're talking to each other in these animated characters, which is crazy, right? And my relationship with Jackie has grown like big time over the years, thanks to you, Chris Lipper. So we don't know what seeds are being planted here at the show, which is huge. I met two interesting people at the show. I mean, I met more than that, but I made two connections with Michelle Renee because I want to meet a website developer and Abe, who's also a filmmaker in New York. So I have two Zoom set up, and so that's exciting. And Jeannie at two shows prior to this came over to me and she said to me, Jojo, I want you to know that I put your video in my Zoom waiting room. And a guy was on the call for another business and he wanted to sign up to do solar, which she didn't even know he was looking for. But because of the video that I created for her, she got a new client. And she said then in 2 weeks, she had a return of 2 to 3 times over. And I asked her about a month ago, how much has it been since then with the video? And she said, I don't know, 20, 40 times. She said at least. So Jeannie, is the video a good revenue stream for you?
Excellent.
That's
Excellent.
it.
I leave it. I don't even remember that it's in the Zoom room until
Right.
they say something when they come on and I let them in. And they're like, I didn't know you did solo. I was thinking about that. Oh yeah? Changed the whole conversation on what we were going to talk about. Next thing you know, is we're talking about solar plus whatever it is that we were actually introduced for in the first place. So thank you, Jojo.
Thank you.
I've
And I
been
know
happy.
and I know Chris still uses his video, right, Chris, that I made
Yes.
for you?
I wouldn't know how to get it out. So
It's
yeah, it's totally there.
it's timeless.
Yep.
So I love this show. It's a little bit out there because I'm not used to, speaking this language with people, but you know what, Chris, you're a little out there. I mean, come on, how many people have sang on Puff the Magic Dragon? For those of you who don't know,
Here it is.
Chris was one of the children that sang on Puff the Magic Dragon when he was 4 years old because he went to the same school as Mary's daughter from
That's
Peter,
right.
Paul, and Mary, and he happened to be in the right place at the right time, and he was like chosen as one of the kids.
Wow.
I was waiting for you to go there.
And I have a video of Chris, a minute video of Chris talking about that. So yeah, and by the way, Heather, did you change your last name?
Not in the last few years.
Okay, did you have another name that because we met each other? Did you have another
No,
name?
I had this name when we met.
You did. Okay, that's wild. Okay, all right, good.
I just
So-
go by Heather, like Cher. So,
Okay, gotcha. Thank you for giving me the opportunity, as always, to be here, Chris. I appreciate you.
Thank you for
Thank
all
you.
you do, Jojo.
Thank
And yeah, it was interesting to hear your Boston accent imitate a Staten Island accent. It almost balanced each other out, but it was good. Anyway, thank you.
Thank you.
James, thanks for all your help.
Yes. Hello, everybody. I really enjoyed the show. A lot of great participants that showed up. Presenting this first year was great, and I'd like to really build out my following some more. Now that the show is kind of coming to a close, yes, I did put in the link to registering for fourth quarter for On the Bus uh, International Virtual Conference. But more importantly, I really want to follow up with each and every one of you and have a one-to-one so that I can uh, maximize the business referrals that I send to each of your ways. So I'm a big promoter on business referrals, and I look forward to meeting with everybody. I'll reach out to. I was going around, getting everybody's LinkedIn information, and I will be reaching out to everybody for a scheduled one-to-one, so we can see how we can refer each other business. But great job, everybody that showed up, and we marketed it well, and I was really glad to assist Chris and Jeannie did a lot of help with this too. So thank you, Jeannie. Thank you, Chris. And you probably want to know what I do if you haven't known already. I'm James Prokop, and I'm the founder of Vogue Website Design, and we specialize in building professional, visually appealing websites and digital marketing campaigns for businesses of all sizes here in the US or internationally. And if anybody here knows of somebody who's frustrated with their outdated website, Jojo, it sounds like Abe is already helping you. Good to hear that.
No,
Um,
no, I just met him. So
oh, okay. Well, he actually
I want to
works.
meet you. I want to meet
Yeah,
you.
he actually works for me, and he's one of my videographers. So I'm glad
Okay,
that.
cool. Yeah. All right,
Yeah.
good.
So we'll definitely have to put something together, Jojo, as well. But if any of you know of anybody who's frustrated with an outdated website or tired of dealing with bots, Vogue Website Design, you're dealing with a human being. As Chris always says, I'm a people pleaser, and I am because I want to do the job until it's done to your satisfaction. So at Vogue Website Design, we offer, like I said, phone support 7 days a week, reliable websites, reliable hosting, advanced SEO, social media marketing, and press releases. If you want to talk about your new book that you got published with Heather, then I can help with the press release if you need one. A great referral for my business also is anybody that's looking for a new website or need to refresh and have a redesign. So these can be small businesses, they can be large businesses, but I'm James Prokop with Vogue Website Design. Let's get your website and business making you money. Thank you, everybody, for participating today.
Thank you. And James, just a reminder, you owe me a text before the end of this call.
Yes, sir.
Daniel.
Hey everybody. Well, I got to connect with James and he connected me. Who was it? Jack? Now I forget the name for sure.
Yeah,
Uh,
James did a great job bringing Jack to everyone. That was really good of you to do, James. And it's an example of what he does for his clients. Anyway, go ahead, Daniel. Sorry.
yeah, who's in the drone world and I love aviation, so we had a great chat and he's also trying to develop some tools for that world and maybe we'll help him with that since we do development work among many other things. So that was a lot of fun. And as far as View3D.tv goes, gosh, we've been around over 40 years, and we are visionary tech strategists where we combine custom business strategies for growth and technology such as that we create, such as interactive video, AI technologies, and cutting edge digital experiences to facilitate business growth. That's our goal. We grow businesses in a practical way with new technology. And we're known for our relentless curiosity, attention to detail, and heart driven approach. And we create immersive solutions that connect, convert, and inspire. We operate at the intersection of innovation and integrity. We get you known, found, and paid. And our clients tell us that we are their results driven creative business growth facilitator. And I'll put my megabytes of details in the chat and hope to meet with many of you.
Thank you, Daniel. And I do recommend a one-to-one with Daniel. Don't plan on it being a half-hour meeting or even an hour meeting because he's so deep and wide with different products and offerings. If you notice the interactive video on our website where you're looking at one video and you can then seamlessly click on a next and a next, he created that technology. He was also the first I know to make AI bots that were human and could interact with each other. Yes, I don't know what you're showing. It's very distracting, Daniel. But anyway, he it's a deep and wide meeting. Don't plan on it being a quick 15-minute coffee kind of thing. So if you're going to meet with Daniel, make it count. And Kai, I moved you up next because I got to tell you, Kai, so I can't go on LinkedIn without seeing 37 videos of Kai. I mean, she's everywhere. She's got this most amazing social media person, but she did the best job of anyone, and I mean all of you, at promoting this conference with the LinkedIn post that she made. She took Daniel's video that he made, and I thank you for that, Daniel, with an AI bot, this guy with the red tie, and got it to play on LinkedIn. And then she got everything to kind of work where I couldn't and others couldn't, but she did. And it was dynamite. And she also was pretty quick to make her own flyer when we were just stalling, getting out of the starting blocks with that, and it was decent. She tries hard, and I appreciate it.
Well, I love what you're up to, and I just want to see it grow. It's such a cool technology. It's really the wave of the future, and I just love everything about it. I just want to be able to be part of the growth of it for sure. But yeah, I was great. I loved, I wrote down some notes here. I loved reconnecting, of course, with Heather's always great. And, of course, reconnecting, with Jeannie, and Jeannie helped me understand what Susan did. So I bought, 2 packages of stars from her today. And then I love meeting James. He helped me with my background in there. And then I helped him learn how to dance. And so that was kind of fun. And then I had a really great connection that could be a great power partner for me, was Catherine Anderson, who's an HR consultant. And we do a lot of Legal Shield and ID Shield as employee benefits. In fact, I just enrolled like San Jose State and stuff. So it's really fun. So I think there's a lot of synergy there. And then I attended a lot of events. And so I'm thinking maybe I need to have my VA come into the booth like when I'm doing the other events. I know Jeannie mentioned that too, because I wanted to see some stuff. I got to see a little bit of Daniel's, and I got to see David's, and I got to see the VA. Oh my gosh, what is his name?
Kenneth Yu.
Ken, I got to see some of Ken's and ask him some questions. Nobody came to my identity theft presentation, but I like going to see what everyone else does because I know you guys are all really, really good at what you do. And so I really appreciated being able to learn from all you all. So I loved it. I think it's such a great event. I just want to see it grow and grow and grow and grow and grow and grow because it's awesome.
Thank you. Thanks for all you do. Susan, you're good.
Hi,
Hi.
I enjoyed, still can't figure out how to move from point A to point B, but I'm still working on it. I now that's it. I went to a couple of presentations, had a nice chat with Heather. CJ, I let him do his full presentation for me, and that was very interesting. Gave him a lead on I was at another Zoom meeting from 3 to 4, and then popped back in to get to the end of it. And something came up, so I gave CJ some information about it, and it was good.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. And you're one of our regulars that comes on Mondays. So for you that don't know, on Mondays we meet on the floor and have a networking group similar to our group on Thursdays. It's poorly attended and we'd like to see more people come. So please come and hang out with Susan and I, and CJ comes once in a while and some others. But it's Mondays 12 noon Eastern, no, Pacific, 3 o'clock Eastern. Thank you. Carl, it's good to see you here.
Yeah, thanks again for such an amazing event. It was this is my second time. So and again, it's thanks to JoJo that I came to the first one. And certainly not going to be the last. Chris, you put on an amazing event. Carl Richards of Podcast Solutions Made Simple, where we partner with our clients who are typically coaches, consultants, maybe even speakers who feel they don't have the time or the technical skills to be in the podcasting space or even guest on podcasts. Well, we help them navigate through that with strategy and also sonic branding, so they get to focus on their business while we're working on the back end to help you be seen as the go-to expert. I had some amazing conversations today. James, you and I know have a follow-up call coming, but I would say that Keith Morrill, who I didn't even know he was giving a presentation up in the up on the mezzanine there, he just sparked up a conversation with me. And at first I was like, I'm not sure where this is going, but I sat there and listened, and I'm excited to carry on that conversation, Keith, and find out more about what you do and how it's changing lives and how I can best support you. So overall, a great event, and yeah, thanks again.
So, you guys, your conversation after his presentation was outside of the blue lines. So
Yeah.
we all heard it on the floor. And I was going to come up and let you guys know, but it was kind of interesting to listen to your guys talk. So I kind of just figured, oh, mind my own business and let it go.
Didn't even know that, but
If
keep
you
that
had
in
said
mind for
anything
next time.
bad or something, I would have pushed you inside the lines. But yeah, it was, you guys definitely had a good talk.
Yeah.
No,
Thanks.
CJ, go ahead.
Hi everyone, CJ Gilbert with Jungle Studios Website Design. Another great event. I'm just waiting for this to catch on more mainstream. We got to pull people kicking and screaming into the digital age here and teach them that this is a thing. It's not going to go away. Learn how to do it. I think people are so stuck in their ways that I'm having a hard time getting them to wake up and realize I know you don't know how to do it yet. I know you don't know what controls work and how to make it work. You have to learn this like you're going to learn anything else about your business. So just tell yourself you can do it, you can learn it, and buckle up and give it a try. I've been playing around. I tell people it's like networking in a video game, to give them some kind of like touchstone for what we're doing here. And as a video gamer for years and decades, it's easy peasy to me to jump in and start running around. And I know other people need to get through that learning curve. So once we can get people past that learning curve, I think we're going to see a lot better attendance and a lot better interaction. We just have a big learning curve to get through. So I'm excited to just watch it continue to grow and grow and grow over the months and years. So happy to be a part of it. Happy to be along for the ride. I'm CJ Gilbert. I'm based in San Diego, California. I offer website services nationwide, as well as local search, directory listing management. And one of the things that I do is offer a lot of free resources and training. I'm dropping some links in the chat box now to my resource page where you can find my free video workshop. Susan was kind enough to come attend my presentation, and I gave her the mini version, but I have a free version available to everyone who wants to make their website work better for them. And of course, links to my YouTube channel, Ask a Web Geek. I'm looking to get more subscribers. I just passed 700 subscribers, which is really exciting. So my next milestone is 1,000. So I'd love for you to subscribe it, watch some videos, share anything you find there with friends or family who are also in business. And we also have a Facebook group, which you're welcome to join, Ask a Web Geek. If I can help you or someone you know, please let me know. Again, my name is CJ, my company, Jungle Studios, my podcast, Ask a Web Geek. We understand the internet is a jungle.
CJ, I love what you said, and I wish you would put that in a video and post that, that it's like a video game and this and that. And, I went to a live event last night to an expo here. And it, collected pens and do what you do with these things. And you can't even talk to anyone, you can't get down the aisles and you can't get anyone's attention.
Yeah.
And then I get to come here and it's a pleasure, right?
Yeah.
Not just if somebody were busy or not in the booth for some reason, when you've got their LinkedIn profile, you've got everything you need. I don't understand why this is our 27th show and I feel like we're still waiting for the world to catch up. But
yeah.
We'll be there when they do, and
Absolutely.
we will all know how to do this. And any marketing help you guys want to throw at me, I am all ears. I have some questions at the end, but let's get through these last three. David Quick, you're up.
Hi, everybody. David Quick, Total Cover IT. What we do here at Total Cover is we give business owners peace of mind from things like system problems, computer downtime, cyber attacks, all of which can bring down your business. And I wrote a new book, which is called Winning with Tech in the Age of AI. It's a best-selling book on Amazon. And I appreciate the people that contributed to that. Many of them are here. As far as the events, I mean, I ran this a little bit differently. I had VA, which manned my booth for the whole time frame of the event, which freed me up for other things like doing my presentation, and also doing the interview with Kurt. So it worked out very well. I mean, I'm still going to have a follow-up talk with the VA to see how it went on her end. I mean, the presentation, well, it was a good presentation. We had 2 people that came. Thanks to Kai and Ken for that. I appreciate that. Even if it's only 2, it's still worth it. It did help Kai in her presentation too. So that was added some value there. So that was all good. I mean, it's a new technology. I mean, as CJ said, it's still early days yet for virtual reality type events like this one. And it'll take time. There's still some glitches. Appears to have gotten better, but that's the case with any new technology. And working to gain more acceptance in the marketplace. So it's early days yet, and we're the pioneers.
I guess that's true. Thank you, David. And I have feedback for you on your VA, and I'm glad to hear that it was a time well spent. Keith, are you there? We don't see your camera.
Yes,
there we go. Okay, go ahead. You're up.
All right. I just want to thank everyone that I did meet and interact with. I did enjoy learning what I did learn and sharing, our product with the folks that I did speak with, and the QR codes that I accumulated that I plan on following up with, and that sort of thing, which is what this is all about. As you said a moment ago, we're kind of blazing trails here with the virtual side of doing this and meeting people to expand our businesses together. And I think that's pretty special, and I appreciate being involved, and looking forward to continue doing this and watching it grow as we do it.
Thank you. And before I forget, I want to thank Gilbert Abraham and his team who does all the tech support. Those white robots that are running around and make the announcements, they do a great job. And I'm grateful to have them here. Without that kind of help, this becomes very stressful for me. And I need those buffers in my life. And thank you all. Phyllis, you're up next.
Awesome. I thought it was a great event. This was my second one. I was tag teaming with Vanessa, so I unfortunately didn't get to go to any of the presentations. So in December, we'll plan for that. It was great to see Heather again. We connected at the first one, and I had great Keith. I'm really looking forward to continuing the discussion with Keith and his water product, and ran into Dan when I hit some button on my computer and it catapulted me to the other side of the floor. I'm still not sure what I hit, but ran into Dan. So I want to finish the conversation, and with achievers there. And we'll work to get people there. Are you coming in October, Chris, to Denver?
I don't know. I'm still working on September 25th. I can't commit to anything right now.
All right. So I'm the third board member with Vanessa and her husband at Achieve Business Systems, and also the director of Leads and Community. So I go by the Connection Queen, helping you with business leads. I run and own their networking division called Connect and Collaborate, and I help entrepreneurs and small business owners increase their visibility and influence with endless opportunities, both live and virtual, to get in front of their next $1 million client. So I would love to meet each and every one of you that I didn't get a chance to. Let's connect and see if there's any synergy and how I can best support you. Thank you. It was great, Chris. Looking forward to December.
Thank you. And we got to get Vanessa to speak at the next one because she's so good.
So I got kicked out. Can you put the link in there again for registering for December, please? Because when I log back in, I can't see the chat from before.
Yes, I'll put it in the chat right now for you.
All right, thank you. Great meeting, everybody.
All right. So James is getting me the information I need for something, and I'm going to stall in the meantime by asking some questions. So I like the flow of the floor the way it is now. I like the spawn spot where people came in and how the floor flowed. I like having the presentations upstairs. As we grow, those can become booths and other things. But I have gotten some feedback that perhaps the presentations would be better in people's booths. But I have mixed feelings on that, but I don't want this to be, it's not my show, it's our show. So I see Jeannie nodding her head. So you would rather have the presentation in your booth, yes?
I think we could utilize it better if it's in our booth because they're seeing what we're talking about. We don't have to worry about having another presentation or another background or any of that kind of stuff.
Well, but you have a video where others don't. You got grandfathered in having a video. Not everybody gets that right.
Right, but they could have a photo or a nice backdrop. It doesn't have to be the video, right? So I didn't know that, but I think if you have a nice backdrop as well, that works. And I'll tell you, PowerPoints are great to keep you on point, but you could have your PowerPoint in front of you. It doesn't have to be behind you, where everybody's looking at the PowerPoint instead of paying attention to you.
Okay.
In my opinion. So, and I think less people will get lost.
So you would prefer the presentations being in the booth versus upstairs?
I would.
So what happens when there's going to be 6 at a time?
6 presentations. Well, that's why we make those inside lines where they all go inside the booth. And I think you could have different presentations. It doesn't have to be in 3 rooms, only 3 people doing the presentation. Maybe you could have presentations, let's say between 2 and 3, and everybody gets to do it. I don't know. I can't figure out how to do that, because not everybody goes to everybody's presentation anyway, right? So if it could be where from 2 to 3 or 2 to 3:30, everybody's doing their presentation. Somehow, I can't really work out the logistics in my head right now. It's not coming out right, but I'm seeing where everyone's going into the booth, getting personalized presentation. Maybe it won't be where there's 10 people at the same time sitting at a table, but sometimes a one-to-one is better.
But, so here's the other thing. Some people just go to the presentations. They stay upstairs. They go upstairs and stay upstairs the whole show.
Maybe this will get them to go to the floor.
Well, I don't know what the right answer is there.
Yeah, I don't know either. But if they're just up in the presentation looking for the presentations, this might be a way to get them down to the floor. So they're not just up there, stuck up there in the presentation, going from one room to the other. And guarantee somebody's missing something that they want to see or talk about because
it happens every show that 2 are being done at the same time.
Right. So this will negate that because you'll give them a time frame that they could go in and out of the booths.
All right.
And we can, as the presenters, we could do a 15-minute, what we call revolving presentation. So 15 minutes, then repeat it, then repeat it, then repeat it. So when new people
But what I tell everyone is to make your presentation conversational so that you're not stuck where you feel like there's a beginning and an end and it just flows because people are going to come and go. All right. So I hear your point.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's hear the other side. Who else? What are other opinions here? Or do you not care?
I think that if the presentations are happening in the booth, you have the chance that people are just walking around and they just end up seeing, oh, there's a presentation happening, right? So people who are just coming off, it's their first time, they didn't even know about the presentations and they're just walking around and they pop in and they get to see somebody's presentation. So that's one way to see it as a good
And I
thing
could put signage above the booth saying presentation at 1:30.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Oh, that's good.
Kai, what's your thought?
Yeah, I like that a lot, Heather. That's good. So it would be learn more. Yeah, that's really, really good. I do like it up there. So I was gonna say, I like it up there because, I mean, we have the end in mind where there'll be thousands of people in there and we're gonna need the bigger space. So I think moving it at this time might be premature just because we want to make sure we've got the capacity to, have thousands of people in there, which is going to be awesome. And my only other recommendation was I love that we could jump to the people, by the way. That was really, really slick. But the people that were helping you, it would be nice to know on their name if it said, you know,
Tech support.
yeah, that's all. Because like I kept trying to like, oh, what do you guys do again? And like, oh, I'm with blah blah blah. So it would be just helpful if we knew, and then if I had questions, I'd know where to go. That's all.
Okay, so your feeling, just to be clear, is to keep it upstairs
Yeah,
because then we're planning for growth and we're grooving for growth.
exactly.
Okay. Other thoughts or comments?
Yeah, and just the tech support on the little white people.
Go ahead, Heather.
Oh, I just forgot it. Sorry. Oh, that it would be so cool because I'm sitting in my booth. I'd really like to go see some presentations. It happens to be nobody shows up. It would be so cool if I could have like an audio, if I stepped in my booth and I could tune into presentation room 2. So I could just like hear it. It's not possible.
Wait, what do you want to do? You want to time warp?
I want to be able to have a way to click a button and be able to hear the audio channel of presentation room 2 while I'm in my booth.
All right, I'll put that in the suggestion box. That we might be a ways off from that.
Okay.
But, okay. Other thoughts? Daniel, go ahead. I see you unmuted.
Yeah, I think I like the idea of the separate rooms also for dimensions that Kai mentioned. In our booth, we might not be able to fit a lot of people at some point, if we have that many people coming. And the presentation area fits more people. And plus, you have the bigger screen, and you're not taking away from your booth if you want to have signage or something to put up, a share screen.
Jojo?
Yeah, I like the idea of knowing who the tech people are because they
Okay.
will go whizzing by and I'm saying, who are you?
Yeah,
Oh, we're
so
with
they're the
Chris.
white robots. That's their uniform. But okay, I get it. So that's not obvious.
No, not
Okay.
to me, it wasn't.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
It's not bad. It's a good thought. All right. Any other thoughts or comments before I announce the winner of the booth?
Just to add to the comment about the robot skin, just to point out, everyone's default skin is the robot skin. So maybe that's why it didn't seem immediately obvious that those were different than the random person who's just come in for the very first time and hasn't updated their skin. Maybe they could have a special skin, to be the designated tech support. They look like what's it called at Best Buy? The Geek Squad. They have some sort of, uniform, if you will.
Color code too. It says tech support on them, something.
Okay. I like that. Of all the suggestions, this is the one that's probably going to happen, and this is a good one.
Well, I was also going to add one more thing too, Chris.
Yeah.
Maybe we highlight people that are first time attendees, so that way we can, know to network with them even more because they're
I think
easily.
it's so obvious who the first time attendees are
Okay.
because they're walking
Well-
into walls.
Yeah, they're lost. So yeah, you just go find them, hold their hand, and show them where to go.
I don't
Or
want to
make-
alienate them anymore, But I hear what you're saying. So you
You
guys
just make
are
their name a different color.
So
Yeah.
at
Only
some
only
point-
the people that have boots know that the difference in color.
But here's how it's
Exactly.
supposed to work. Those avatars that dress up are called Ready Player Me avatars, and it's only the exhibitors that are supposed to use that. The ones that look like humans, but not quite a robot, not quite a Ready Player Me, which nobody did today, those are the attendees. And the tech are supposed to be the robots. But it's enough to get people just to use Chrome. It's a lot of work to get people to follow the instructions. The amount of time we've spent explaining what an arrow key is on a computer. It's just mind-boggling. But once they get it, they get it, you know? Yeah, Carl, you had something it sounded like or it looked like.
No, the only comment I wanted to make was talking about your tech team. I walked up to one of them and started to have a conversation with them, not knowing they were the tech team, but they helped me change my avatar. So it was great. It worked out. But yeah, that's all.
So there's 4 of them on the floor, and we have a 5th one upstairs in the Zoom room. So if somebody's really having a problem, we send them up to Zoom so they can share screens and we can get into their system. So we've taken, I'm pretty happy with the tech support situation. The uniform, maybe we can make them look like doctors or something. We'll figure something out. But all right, any other thoughts? T-shirts, okay. Other thoughts, comments? All right. Winner of the booth. So here's how it worked out. All right, I'll take me off the list. I don't count, but I brought the most. Orly brought 9 people, James brought 8, Jojo brought 3, Jeannie brought 3, and shame on the rest of you. So we got to get better. Okay? So if we could each bring 10 people here, right? Think about it. So there's 13 people, that's 130 people without trying. Can we do that next time? Each of you bring 10 people? It's December 4th. You have the link. Okay?
Chris, that blows my mind. With all the people I invited, it just blows my mind.
I'm telling you, the way to do it is an individual email or text saying, hey, the show's next Thursday. I'm presenting at 2 o'clock. Will you please come as my guest? It has to be done like that. It's the only thing that I've found that works.
And in my defense, I did do that with 4 people and they still didn't show up.
Okay.
Maybe something got in the
And
way.
I know James called people. You know, and I don't have, there's no magic bullet.
No.
You know,
Yeah,
and I'm not going to give away an iPad every show or something like that. These shows, you know, I lose money on these shows.
Yeah.
So Chris, you want us to say, hey, there's a virtual trade show next week. Will you come as my guest?
And I'm speaking at
He wants
3
you to
o'clock.
tell them about the presentation.
Oh, and
So
I'm
that they come as your guests to that.
and I'm speaking at blah blah
Whatever.
blah.
Right. And I've been to 4 or 5 of these, and I always get business, and it's a lot of fun, and I think it'll be great for you.
Kind of like the same thing I do when we were at NEBA, Jojo.
Yeah.
That was a selling feature, Jojo, for me when you said, would you like to attend a virtual conference? And you didn't guarantee I was going to make money from it. I did get a client from that first show.
Yeah.
But you said, I can't even remember exactly what the verbiage, but you did indicate that in 30 minutes, I got a client out of it or something like that. So it was certainly a very beneficial.
Oh, I see. Yeah. And I did. I wasn't even there for 10 minutes and I got a client. It's like, wow.
Listen, I go to groups and I let people know if they don't come, my feelings will be hurt and you're dead to me.
Oh my God.
I don't know if that works, Chris. Maybe.
Oh, he does. He does do those words, though. I'm going to tell you that.
So really, you know, we do what we got to do to get people here. So, and anyway, do what you got to do.
Chris, can I bring up one more point? You know, we have that podcast. I think it should be mandatory that everyone does a 15, 10-minute, 5-minute podcast that is presenting.
I want to be careful with words like mandatory. But
well, because they're missing out on it. They're missing out on that opportunity because it's, you know, and I think it's a bad thing that they're missing. I think if they have to do it one time, they'll realize, oh gosh, this was such a great idea. The next time it won't have to be mandatory. It'll be like, oh, what's my time slot for, like the presentation? What's my time slot for presentation? Oh, what's my time slot for podcast? So I think that we just have to really drill it into them that it's important that they do this for themselves.
And he's a nice guy and he does a good interview. I mean, Christ, Daniel talked to him for an hour, it looked like.
I was down there for half an hour. So yeah. So, you know, and it was great that I had a half an hour and that Daniel had an hour, but how great would it be if everybody had some time with them too?
Yep. So,
And I think it would give us a bigger exposure. The more people that go on that podcast.
So
all
what
right,
does Orly win exactly, Chris?
she wins a free booth.
All right, for quarter 4,
Yep.
which will be 3 people have already registered for quarter 4, and it will be up on the website right after this, so you can register for next quarter, and start inviting people right away.
Yep.
Okay. Any other qualms, problems, things we didn't do right? Everybody got links. Everything worked out fine.
You were chill this show. You were very chill. You were in chill mode.
I've
which is
I've been beaten, Jojo.
Who's Billy M? Oh, there he is. Okay.
okay.
So anyway, all right, Billy, you're just joining us. Who are you? Turn yourself on.
Hey there, Chris. My name is Billy Millington from the Millington Group. Your CFO lover. How are you?
I'm good. We're just wrapping up our
Oh,
post-conference meeting. So you logged in. I figured I'd give you a chance to say hello, but that's it, everybody. Thank you all.
Hey, Chris,
Yeah.
can I show you Puff the Magic Dragon video? Because it'll make everybody smart. May I?
We are
But before
broadcasting
you
live
do
on
that, Jojo, I want everyone to really seriously give Chris a round of applause and James.
Uh-huh.
They did such an amazing job, and it gets better and better every single time. So you guys definitely deserve just a little bit of kudos. I'll give you just a little bit.
Without you guys,
Thank you.
it doesn't happen. You
Thank
guys
you for
have got
doing
the
that,
guts to put their trust in me. But yes, Jojo, you may show the video.
Here we go. It's ready.
Go ahead. Hey, Chris Lipper on the bus sales training, coaching, consulting, and virtual trade shows. And a story about me that you may not know is the Peter, Paul, and Mary song, Puff the Magic Dragon. They use kids to sing the chorus in the background, and that would be me. I was one of the kids. Mary's daughter went to nursery school with me, and the A-frame building had wood ceilings with the right acoustics. So one Friday afternoon, there was like stairs set up where all the kids stood, and there was recording equipments, reel-to-reels. This was in the late 60s, and they recorded Puff the Magic Dragon, or at least one of the recordings, in my nursery school, and I am one of those kids. Chris Lipper on the bus sales training, coaching, consulting, and virtual trade shows.
And you could see the hair on his head there. Okay. Which is great.
Thank you for sharing that, Jojo.
Isn't that like a moment in time? Because I asked people, do you know the song Puff the Magic Dragon? I think out of 4,800 people that I met in 2.5 years, only 2 people didn't know the show. I mean, didn't know the song.
All right. And I've had my mother validate the story to many people. So if you ever want to make sure it's true, I swear it is, and she'll validate it. Anyway,
Chris,
thank
thank
you
you
all.
for being you. Hey, Chris, one final question. Are our speaking time slots going to remain the same on that board?
Yeah, unless you want it to change. It
No,
just,
no.
the reason why you listen, the show remains the same because it's a lot of work for me to make changes.
It's good. Thank you. That's all I want to know. It's good.
All right. So the more the same it can stay, the less changes I have to make. And the more I'm thinking about it, I like the thought of planning for growth and leaving them upstairs. Maybe there's a hybrid version we can do with the presentations. If somebody doesn't want to present upstairs, they can present in their booth. We'll figure it out. But we're about to add a 4th room, and we're going to be bigger at next show. Anyway, bring people December 4th. Thank you all.
Thank you, Chris. Bye.
Thanks, Chris.
Bye to everyone. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. See you again. Cheers.
Aloha, everybody.